I've seen the future.
Hey everybody, it's Colette, Baron-Reid. Welcome to the weekly Oracle card forecast for the universal energies affecting everybody. I'm totally loving that you guys are getting the hang of the fact that these are less predictions than they are prescriptions. So it's really how do we work with the energy, not what are we going to expect. So we are expecting to be brought into this conversation with ourselves and others because of certain things that are going to be happening in the world and in your life. Now, the first card for the week, it's kind of one of my favorites because it talks about conscious receptivity. So it's the art of allowing. You might have a bazillion goals, you might, have a whole list of to-dos or whatever, but it's when we allow the universe to show itself to us. Again, kind of moving on last week's reading too about the form not being in our control. So letting the universe make the first move. So have the idea of what you want to co-create and definitely know that, you are here for a purpose. That's 100%. We know this. We wake up in the morning and we're grateful. This is the first thing, the first step into conscious allowing or conscious receptivity is starting from gratitude. So the attitude of gratitude begins the week, and then we are open to see what Spirit has in store for us rather than dictating to it what we want. And so the next card, so this is kind of an overhaul week. It's kind of interesting. Well, it's not kind of interesting, it is interesting. So building blocks in the protection position talk about really taking a look at what happens to us when our values change. Now, everything that's occurring in the world right now is making a lot of us question our beliefs, and I want to question my beliefs. Why do I believe that? Why do I want certain things? What is my opinion on these events that are happening? How does it affect me and my heart, etc.? Because we are a global society. We are not, separated from one another. If we look at the world in a connected worldview, we're going to see things a lot differently. And so this is calling for us to take away and to be observant of what really doesn't work anymore, and it's okay to change it. Remember I talked about last week too about course correction. We can course correct, we can change our minds. We can say, I used to believe in separation and now I don't. I used to believe that there was no God and now I know there is one. So it's those kind of epiphany moments when we realize wow, I wasn't thinking in the right way. Really getting these days how the disconnected worldview that everybody has been taught for thousands of years, ever since we separated God from nature and from us, and then when science created the rift, when materialism became the common story. So these two really important things are now starting to have a different story where we're actually connected and Spirit is within us in all things and in all things. And we're interacting all the time. And when we open our hearts, we are in harmony, which is nature. So all these pieces of a new puzzle that is beckoning us into the uncharted waters, the unknown, so that we can co-create a new reality that is based on this new worldview. It's not based on the old, because all of us have a foot in the old. So this is saying, look at where the structure doesn't work for you anymore. Be flexible. The next card is flexible. Well, of course we have to be flexible, because if we're we're finding stuff out about ourselves and the way we work, and it's too scary to change everything overnight. Well, we're not supposed to change everything overnight. We have to be flexible about that and see okay, well, what can I make a difference in with my life today? How can I shift the way I view myself in the world today? Little small steps forward are going to bring us the bigger transformative experiences and allow that a new foundation to be set, which is what building blocks talks about in protection. So flexible is upright, yin is upright, a building blocks is in protection mode, and so is Y. Y is in the protection mode. What does that mean? So that asks us to look at our subconscious, that many of us take this a very reductionist view of how we co-create reality. And I think this is one of the reasons why we get into trouble, because we think that if we think a certain way and we believe that thinking is going to somehow get us what we want, and that the field will respond by showing us a mirror of that, and we get very confused when it doesn't come the way we want it to. Well, this reminds us that our subconscious or our hidden agendas are hidden from us, and that a lot of what we see that we may not like, or that we are affronted by, or that we really don't like, is a result of these hidden agendas that we have individually and collectively. So in essence, it's asking us to shed light on our shadow with compassion and love, and to ask, what would love do? Or what would be a better way to co-create reality from a place of kindness, compassion, gratitude, and love? And also to ourselves, realizing that, wow, I may have a consciousness as a victim and I'm projecting that. Or like, for example, why do you want a certain relationship when, like when we chase something that's unavailable to us because we think for sure we want that person because we're in love, but really what we want is to win. We want to win that person because they rejected us. So those kind of motives we have to take a look at and say, oh, what's the hidden motive here? Fun week ahead. Oops, I might sneeze. Okay, thank you for allowing me to sneeze. Back to what I was saying. So this is, again, a week of continuous restructuring. It seems to me we're going to always be in this mode, but it's a good way to look at certain things this week. Remember, it's okay for us to change our values. We have to, as we evolve, we have to shift to make room for new growth. And that means that we don't take everything with us. And then ask ourselves, why do I really want that again? Why? Well, why did I want that to represent what to me? That's a really good question. Why do I want that? Something to think about this week. Love you lots. Talk to you again next week. And if you like this video, well, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. And please leave a comment because I love to read them. And even sometimes I will write you back. Take care.
I've seen the future. It's beautiful. I've seen the future. And